Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Anda Malescu and I am the owner of Malescu Law, a law firm based in Miami, Florida, specializing in business, corporate and US immigration. We can assist you with all your immigration needs regardless of where you are currently located or where you plan to go in the United States. Today we are going to speak about what to do if you do not meet the Affidavit of Support income requirement and how to go about it. But before we get started, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the bell button or the subscribe button. To remind everyone, the petitioner on Form I-130 automatically becomes the sponsor on Form I-864 Affidavit of Support, whether or not they actually meet the income requirement. So, if you are the sponsor, then you must show that your annual income is at or above the income level as determined by the 125% of the federal poverty income line, which is published on the uscis website generally. Now, if you cannot show as the sponsor that your income level for the year is at or above the income listed in the poverty guideline for your household size and your domicile, then you may be able to satisfy, and you will be able to satisfy the income requirement if you can show proof of significant assets that you can include when calculating your income, whether you own them or another household member owns them. The type of assets that you can include when calculating the income for the threshold includes savings at banks and financial institutions, that's 1. 2, stocks. 3, bonds. 4, certificate of deposits, so CDs. And 5, real estate. And 6, personal property. This means vehicles, jewelries, and other personal property. If you use other assets in order to meet the income requirement for the purpose of the Affidavit of Support, then you must provide proof for these assets, proof of ownership, meaning title to the vehicles if you use a vehicle, deeds, proof of purchase, stock certificates, bank statements to prove savings accounts, and any other proof necessary for you to show ownership of these assets. Now, if you plan to use a vehicle as an asset, then you must show that you have at least another vehicle that is not included as an asset. And in terms of value, you will use the blue book value for the vehicle. If you use real estate, then you must include any liens and liabilities relating to the property, including a statement about the date of acquisition, the location of the property, and its value. Now, if you as a sponsor, after calculating the household income and the assets, the value of the assets you have, you still cannot meet the income level that is required for the Affidavit of Support, then you can bring in a joint sponsor or a co-sponsor. And this joint sponsor must be able to show that they meet the income requirement for the Affidavit of Support by including their income and their assets. However, you cannot pool your income with the income of the co-sponsor, of the joint sponsor, in order to show that you meet the the required level of income for the affidavit of support. So if you bring in a joint sponsor, the joint sponsor on their own must prove through income and other assets that they actually meet the income level for the affidavit of support that is required in your specific case. Another point to mention is that you as the sponsor, and we discussed, the petitioner on form I-130 automatically becomes the sponsor. So if you do not meet the requirements and you bring a joint sponsor, you still have to sign the affidavit of support form I-864. You cannot have a situation where only your joint sponsor signs the form, but you actually do not file and sign this form. It is mandatory. If you were the petitioner on form I-130, you will automatically be a sponsor, and even if you don't meet the income requirement, you are still required to file the affidavit of support and sign the affidavit of support, even if you bring in a joint sponsor to help with the income requirement. Now, the joint sponsor, in order to be able to sponsor for the purposes of the affidavit of support on form I-864, must be a U.S. citizen or a green card holder and must be at least 18 years of age and domicile in the United States, or if not domiciled in the United States, then the case is going to be a lot more complicated. And of course, they also must show that they meet the income requirement based on the poverty guideline for your household size and your location in the United States, and also whether or not you are in active duty with the U.S. Armed Forces. This is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, and if you need to get in touch with us, you have our contact information in this video and below this video. We will see you soon. Bye.